Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. Now, we do have double score weekend continuing today, being Sunday. Now, double score weekend will usually spell out tomorrow, Monday, so just an FYI. And double score only affects your daily challenges only. We'll come across some old information, some old Reddit posts from like 4 years ago or so. People are saying make sure you save your weekly challenges for double score weekends, but as you can see, the weekly challenges are not affected by double score weekends, so just an FYI. If you take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen, I currently have a 50% boost. Of course, that extra 25%, it's only like 3 minutes left on it. But 25% of that comes right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. And of course, the last 25% comes from drinking a score booster drink, which we did yesterday during its daily challenge video. You can only use 1 score booster drink per day, and it only lasts for 24 hours, so just an FYI. It looks like we only got 2 minutes left on that bad boy. Alright, let's take a look here and see if there's anything we can do right here in our camp. Let's take a look at this one here first. Chew some bubblegum. Now, I know it's pretty straightforward of chewing bubblegum. We all know how to do that. Some people who are brand new to the game might not know where to get bubblegum from. So we can find bubblegum in various locations in and around the wasteland. Sometimes we can find it down through flatwoods, especially in around the tavern area. Out back in the kitchen, I have found some bubblegum back there. Another pretty decent spot is up here at the pumpkin house. Now, last couple times on this private server, we haven't found it up there, but once when you get there, there's a black cauldron right on the front porch, and inside the house there is a plastic jack-o'-lantern. Sometimes there's bubblegum in each one of those. You can try that spot there as well. Now, another thing you can try are other players' vendors. A lot of people will sell Perk bubblegum and bubblegum in their vendors just for the people doing their daily weekly challenges. It's fairly cheap. You can try it that way there as well. And we get Perk bubblegum for free here in the game. Every time you open up a Perk card pack, you will get Perk bubblegum for free. I usually recommend to hang on to that bubblegum. Now, as I mentioned, some people do sell it or drop it, but I usually recommend that people just kind of hang on to it, because one thing that's really good about that free Perk bubblegum, not only counts as chew bubblegum, but also counts as eat a cake, pie, or candy, and pre-war food. So 3 different daily weekly challenges with that Perk bubblegum we get for free. Alright, so just an FYI. Alright, let's go ahead here, and I don't have any Perk bubblegum on me. I don't have any Perk card packs to open up, but we do have some regular bubblegum up here. And this is the bubblegum that we will find in around the wasteland. There we go, choose some bubblegum, 1 for 1, done. Alright, let's see what's next here. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 5. Okay, so good stuff. So Stimpaks we can usually find off of human enemies such as Blood Eagles, cultists, and even communists. Now, I'm not saying every one of those humans will have a Stimpak on them, but every second or third one will for sure. One great spot for Stimpaks is Chems is, of course, right up here at Point Pleasant. There's usually about 19 to 20 cultists up here, and every second one, it seems like, will give you a Stimpak or 2, which is pretty awesome. There's all kinds of chems laying around Point Pleasant as well, more so at the basement in the museum and in around the church area. Again, this is a great spot for that. Another pretty decent spot actually is here at the Gilman Lumber Mill. There's a lot of chems just kind of laying around, being such a small area. You can try it out there as well. And over here outside of the Morgantown Airport, so the long runway going down to the quarantine zone, and out front in the arrivals area, there's lots of chems and Stimpaks around there as well. It's a pretty good spot, actually. Another thing you can do is you can try other players' vendors as well. You can buy from those vendors. Another thing you do is you can craft your own chems if you so wish, and you will need a chemistry workbench for that. Okay. Now, if you don't have a chemistry workbench, you get one very early on in game. You leave Vault 76 as a new player. Most people come down here to Flatwoods, and it's when you become a responder. There's 2 kiosks down there that you will interact with, and after completing those 2 quests that keep you right here in Flatwoods, it's very easy to do. You will get the plan for the chemistry workbench. There's a chemistry workbench right up here in Morgantown Station, and I would say maybe 8 times out of 10, there's the plan for the chemistry workbench right on the floor next to it. All you would do is once you have your chemistry workbench, you just go ahead and go craft. Go down here to healing. You can craft it down here. Most of us will carry Rad-X, Radaway, Med-X, and Stimpaks on us anyway. All you need is some purified water at the same time, so you can go ahead and craft them that way. We can use Chemist Perk card under Intelligence, which will give us double results. So instead of diluted times 2, it'll give us diluted times 4. We can use the Super Duper Perk card under Luck at the same time. And if you're lucky enough, you'll get more. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing you can do is you can use the medical dispensers. Now, medical dispensers we can find at every train station on the map. We can find at the White Spring Mall. We can use the north entrance. Most fast travel areas will have a medical dispenser. Even down here at Camden Park, there's one right on the opposite side of where you spot in, just on the other side of the roller coaster, and around the washroom area, there's one back there as well. We just happen to be close to this White Spring station here. So let's go ahead. Now we're going to buy them this time. Let's use our medical dispenser. Let's go. We're going to buy a Med-X here, as you can see how that counts. Let's, yeah, we'll grab these Radaways here. There we go. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 5 for 5. And as you can see, buying them, how that counts. And that is a real quick and easy way to do that. Especially if you're short on time. Alright. And of course, ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of Radaway and Rad-X. You have a bunch of ghouls just west of Vault 76 in the upper lower parking lot. Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Lower section of Clarksburg going over to the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Anywhere in around Morgantown, just walking the roads or up around the monorail system, there's little patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or 2. Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building. Down here in good old Lewisburg, and of course anywhere around the White Spring Golf Club and the White Spring Greens. Alright, so again, lots of ghouls there to get your Radaway and Rad-X from. Many great options there for you. Alright, let's see what's next here. Alright, looks like we got stuff here to do here. Scrap junk to produce glass 10. So fortunately for us, glass is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench on the map. Let's go to a Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. Go down here to bulk, go to the G section. So to bulk 1 glass, all we need is 15 glass shards and 2 plastic from our stash or scrap box. You go ahead, you bulk your 1 glass and you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely worthwhile for most junk items here in the game. Now, if you're legitimately looking for glass, there are a couple things you can do. A couple places you can go. Right here, I find myself Somerville's docks, more so on the south side. There'll be some glass bottles, like beer bottles there. The kill box is a really good spot, so there's a lot of glass here in general throughout that house. There's a whole bunch of glass on the roof of the house, but you will need a jetpack to get up there, FYI. And there's also a skeleton up there as well. It's a very popular spot. And even over here, close to where my camp is, the Blackwater Mine, once when you spawn in, just kill the first mole miner that's on the right-hand side. You'll see a couple little trailers set up. There's usually, I would say, at least half a dozen wine bottles. Most times they are empty. You can grab your glass that way there as well. I believe there's quite a bit of glass up here at Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, down in the basement where Biv is, so you can try there as well. Alright, let's try our luck here at Somerville's docks. I usually take you to the kill box, but again, you will need a jetpack to get up there. I don't think Marsupial will be able to get you on top of the roof. All right, so you can go to the little fun house there of Somerville's docks if you wish. Again, you'll have to kind of go through those scorched, but that's fine. We're just going to make our way south here. There's probably a rat up there. Go. Let's keep running now. We're going to go to the far south side. That's where we want to be for this glass. Right over here, okay? There's usually the Scorch leader is inside that bigger building. Oh, look at that. We have good old Mr. Squeeze there. There's lemonade stand. Nice. So here are your beer bottles right here. Again, you will have to deal with a couple Scorch, but we're only going to get one glass per beer bottle, but there should be 10 of them here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's perfect. All right, so that's exactly the amount we need. Now, sometimes if you come here, sometimes they'll be inside one of these carts, so you can always check one of the carts. That's pretty awesome. So while we're on the subject of old Mr. Squeeze here, so Mr. Squeeze is a random encounter here in the game, and this is a random encounter location here on the map. And here we are, this exact location. And I used to have an old camp like right here, and I would say like, it seemed like 75% of the time I spawned, it doesn't matter what server, he was here. And I'm not saying he'll be here for you, but for me, I have really good luck finding good old Mr. Squeeze here. And I recommend talking to him. Now, he also counts as an NPC vendor. Of course, you can sell stuff to him. But he'll sell lemonade, hard lemonade, and lemonade recipes. And I recommend buying these. Some people will sell these and they're vendors for very expensive, okay? But these are very cheap, okay? And this is probably the best way to get some good old Mr. Squeeze there. So let's head back to our camp, and we're going to scrap this glass here. Now, of course, you can scrap the glass at someone else's camp, a train station, down the mall, whatever you want to do. If you would have cleared out the Somerville's Dam, there's a Tinker's Workbench in the other building. We're just going to head back to our camp. It's just my usual routine here. All right, let's go ahead and scrap these. But as you can see, item stats in the middle, 1 glass each. Perfect, just like that. Scrap drink to produce glass, 10 for 10 again. Bulk and scrap method, you could definitely do it that way. Save about 5 minutes worth. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Alright, take a look at this one here. Kill glowing creature 1. So again, we do have many great spots we can find glowing creatures in around the wasteland. I'm going to show you some guaranteed spots. Monadga will have anywhere from 12 to 19 mole miners, and usually half of them are glowing. It's a really good spot. Usually there's 3 mole miners here at Monadga Mine, but usually 1 is glowing. Right up here in Abby's bunker, there's about 5 rad roaches down below, and usually at least 2 or 3 are glowing, so it's sometimes all 5 are glowing, so that's a really good spot there as well. And anywhere's down here in the Skyline Valley region, I find most times, like 9 times out of 10, you come across an enemy, with exception to thrashers. They're glowing, okay? And Shenandoah Visitor Center, there's a lot of rad roaches here, very easy to do, especially if you're lower level. And again, lots of rad roaches there, usually half of them are glowing. Right down here, Camp Liberty, there's a Yowai bear inside a cage by the campfire. Usually he's glowing as well. And I find if you walk between Shenandoah Visitor Center and Dark Hollow Manor in around this big space here, usually you'll come across glowing rat stags, glowing mole rats. It's a pretty good spot. So let's pop into Shenandoah Visitor Center here today. We'll take a look at those rad roaches. Closest free fast travel here will be, of course, the trading post, and we have milepost 0. Right, so we are locked and loaded, and let's take a look for these glowing rad roaches here. There's one guy right over there. See him? You missed him. Burp. Wow, Jim. He's just a regular dude. There we go. Had to jump. Had to jump and shoot at the same time. That's what it was. Oh my lord. Yeah, he just I was on top of this when it just exploded. Yeah. I'm a little bit of a tanky build, so oh, he survived. That little bugger there survived. That's pretty funny. He must have the same kind of build. Secret Service armor on. Little rad roach. Cute little rad roach. There's usually about 2 or 3 more up here, and usually a couple of them are glowing as well. Alright, pretty good spot. Let's see what's next here. Alright, kill an enemy in the Skyline Valley region 5. So as you can see, we got 4 of them done from killing these rad roaches here. So again, an enemy, which means anything is on the table. So we're talking about humans, lost, robots, animals. Like if you come across a Brahmin, you can kill them. Mole rats, cryptids, ghouls, scorched, whatever is on the table when it says enemy. And of course the Skyline Valley region is right down here. Now Denton Sons Construction and Johnson's Acre are not part Skyline Valley region. So basically he starts just above Susan's cabin here and it makes this little loop right along like here like this. Okay, so basically anything down here, right? And it can be any enemy at all. Again, you can make it easy or hard, whatever you want to do. We'll just finish it off with that guy over there. It's because he's giving us the eyeball there, I think. Nice and easy. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Catch a fish in the Skyline Valley region 2. So again, in order to catch a fish, you will need a fishing rod. Now, if you haven't played the game the last couple of weeks, you'll have to get yourself a fishing rod and complete the quest called Casting Off. You come right here to Fisherman's Rest. Now, it's a very easy quest to do. That's where you get your fishing pole as well as some other options, as well as like a daily repeatable quest that will pop up here once in a while, every single day. And that's how you get your fishing rod. Now, if you do run into any trouble, if you never played the game before, I did make a video on it, so you can take a look at that video if you do run into any trouble at all. Right, that's how you get your fishing rod. Alright, so basically it can be any body of water. If you can swim in it, you can fish in it, basically. Okay? And one thing with this map, and I'm sure most of us will agree, just because it shows a body of water, like that means anywheres. Like even up here shows this huge body of water, but we all know there's hardly any water up here at all. Okay, so again, the best solution of this is I usually like to come down here to in around Camp Liberty and around the Commie Bear Island here. But again, it's up to you what you want to do. Let's go to Camp Liberty here. There's going to be a couple enemies right to the left-hand side when we spawn in, but that's fine. As long as it's down here in the Skyline Valley region. So what have we got here today? Oh, we have a deadly wolf. Usually probably got a couple of them here. Just one shot at that level 100 guy. Wow. Okay. So those communists over there didn't hear a thing. They just keep on trolling the area there. Alright, so we're good here. Sometimes there's liberators here, sometimes there's lost. It's not really a guaranteed spot for anything in particular. Alright, so here's a little water section here, so let's go ahead and fish. I recommend just using some common bait for this as well. Again, it's up to you. You play your game whatever you want to play. I just recommend common bait for these daily, weekly challenges so you're not wasting it. Oh my lord, it's a good one. Oh, that would have been a good one. I could sense it. Yeah. Yeah, when it starts on the other side like that, it's definitely a good one. Someone had mentioned too, if you take note of which way the bobber goes down, like which way your guy is pulling on, that's where you're going to start off. That's where the fish is going to be before that little, so we know it's going to be over here. Oh, we almost lost her there. I'm not a big, I like this particular line or reel I have. It does go a lot faster, but the catch area is very, very small. Very small. And if it was a little bit larger, like I may have been able to get that first one. Oh. Oh, there's one here. There we go. Nice, there we go. Catch a fish in the Skyline Valley region. 2 for 2. Done. Just like that. Sweet. Awesome. It's back out here now. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at the last one here. Complete a daily quest 1. Alright, good stuff. So again, if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Daily Quest for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. Basically, we do quite a few daily quests in it. It's about an hour, 10 minutes long. It's all time-stamped. I show you how to do the daily quests, how to toggle them active. And again, you can check out that video just in case you're having any issues with any particular daily quests here. There's a couple I like to kind of show off for these particular videos just because of the sheer easiness of it. There's a couple in around here in Camden Park, these little diamonds here. It's a pretty good spot. Here, the giant teapot, speak with Sweetwater. Way up here at the Prickett's Fort, talk to the curator. Sorry, to down here at the Gilman Lumber Mill, speak with Lane. Now, this one here, when it first came to us maybe about a year and a half ago, it never used to count as a daily quest, but it does now, so that's pretty awesome. And of course, up here, the Pumpkin House, speak with Jack. That's a pretty easy one too. And of course, over here at Fisherman's Rest, which is also a free fast travel. Now, we don't see the diamond there, but all I have to do is fast travel to it, and the diamond will pop up. Now, this one here is repeatable daily quest. It pops up every single day. It's not a 24-hour thing, right? Just like every day, like calendar kind of day thing. And again, if you don't see the diamond here, just fast travel here. You'll see the diamond, and just kind of toggle it active. Go under your Pip-Boy, and then do it that way. But this one here, and then usually you have to catch 7 fish in a particular region, and go back and put it right in his little log there, so you can do it that way. So let's pop over here today. We'll do Fisherman's Rest. I'll show you how that diamond pops up. Alright, so now that we are here, we go back to our map. So there's a little diamond there. Speak with Captain Raymond. And there's their big fish in the small pond. Now, I recommend doing these over top of the other ones, because especially if you do fish a lot, this is how I've gotten a lot of my fishing rod mods, is by completing this, and I highly recommend it. So let's toggle him active there. Now, if that diamond doesn't pop up for you, you just go to your Pip-Boy, you go under data, you go under daily, and all you have to do is you toggle it on. See how it pops up at the top right hand corner of the screen? That's all you have to do, okay? And that's for any daily quest in the game. Right, so let's go ahead here. So this one here is very easy to do, but again, we'll kind of go through and hopefully we get something good. So I just usually like to kind of blow through here. He just says the same dialogue. But buddy, over there, get a kick at the fisherman there. Going fishing, and there we go. Fish caught in the Cranberry Bog 5. It's been a little while since we've been there, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead. We're going to buy some common bait from this guy. Nope, not yet, buddy. There we go. Grab some common bait from this guy. Alright, so let's take a look at the map here. Now, when he tells you where you have to catch the fish in a certain region, you don't have to go to the circle. You can go anywhere at all. Okay, but there's not a whole lot of options here in the Cranberry Bog. So this is where I usually like to go, is Quarry X3. All right, so let's pop over here. Now, the only thing that makes this hard is if you are a lower level person and get into these higher level areas. But if you're on a server by yourself, the enemies will be level to you. Right, so let's go this way here. We're going to have to kill one of these Mirelurks. We can get down. So this guy right here. Good prey. There we go. Usually I recommend killing this guy here. And we'll go right down to the water here. Now there is a queen that'll pop up out of there, so you know you can try to be as quiet as you can. And there's of course there's a king just on the other side of that building over there. You see him kind of tromping around over there. All right, so let's go ahead here. And again, the only way to get this big fish in a small pond, you would have to have complete casting off at Fisherman's Rest. Okay, so you're going to need a fishing pole for this, obviously. Right, so let's go ahead here and fish here. And again, I'm just going to use some common bait. Hopefully it goes well for us. Hopefully just some easy ones here. And again, always remember that when you're fishing, you can get attacked. Hey, you're not immune to getting attacked if you're fishing, so FYI. I stayed up there very long, didn't it? And that's why I recommend killing that first Mirelurk. Get him out of the way, because if you create a lot of racket down here so close to the water's edge, that queen will pop right out. And there is a, I would say, 25% chance that when you come here, there'll be a scorch beach, because we're pretty close to a little fisher site there, just right where my hat is, just past there's a little fisher site. And sometimes I come here and there's a scorch beast flying around, and you'll see the scorch beast fight off the... Oh, we missed it. Jeepers. Gee, we almost got her. We almost got it that time, Jim. I like how it goes faster, like when you're reeling. Like when you're moving the catch zone around, but the catch zone is so thin, as you can see, it's almost like half the size of its usual is. Keep kind of plugging away here. There's something tromping around behind me there. Come on. Oh, we almost lost it. Jeez. What's this one here? Oh, jeez, okay. Smoked salmon there. Beautiful. Old smoked salmon. Almost as good as smoked trout. And you fire up the old barbecue. That thing in some foil there, about a pound of butter, garlic, lemon, salt and pepper. Oh yeah. Smoked salmon. Mm-mm. Gotta make the little potatoes you can kind of cut up. Oh yeah, walleye. Watch this. Close chain pickerel. We just need one more here. Look at that night sky. Isn't that awesome? Beautiful. 7 of 7 done. All right, let's back out of here. Good stuff. Okay, let's head back to good old Fisherman's Rest here. Again, free fast travel is awesome. Save a little bit of caps. Alright, let's boogie on down here and put it right in the old ledger. Everybody's running with a limp or something. That could be a daily quest. 1 for 1 done. Beautiful. Just like that. Let's see what we get. Come on, big money, big money. Give me that reel I want. Drowned floodlight. I already got that. Let's see what we get here. Anything? Anything interesting? No, it doesn't look like it. Just a plan I already knew. Thanks there, Cap. Thanks there, fisherman there, boy. Yeah. Let's head back to our camp here. I like him, the fisherman. I like that guy. Wish we can have him like as a camp ally or something. All right. Uh-oh. Oh. Woo. I think we're done. Let's take a look here. We are just like that. Easy score. Level 67 there now. Beautiful. We are on our way. Weapon of the day. Icebreaker. So this is right off the current season 21 season pass. I did do a little video on it there this past Wednesday. You can check that out. Do a little review, and I tested the weapon against multiple enemies. Now, if you craft this on your own, it'll be the bottom 3. So enemies killed with an icebreaker leave behind cryohazard. Cryohazard slows enemies by 60%. Bashing slows enemies by 60% for 12 seconds. Now, the icebreaker is basically a harpoon gun. And there's only 4 mods available. I have 3 of them. And I put fletches on. When you have fletches, the top line will pop in. Fires a shotgun blast of harpoon fletches. Okay, so 123 times 7 damage, which is a lot. 34 times 7 cryo damage. 480 cryohazard for 15 seconds. Again, takes harpoons, single fire. It's only the capacity of 3, but if you watch that video, I don't really notice it, to be honest with you. I don't think it would really matter if it held more. I know harpoons weigh a lot, but like, even if you have like 100, I think the stack weight on 100 is like 34, 35 or something totally ridiculous. I wish they would lower that, but anywho, is what it is. Now again, it is a heavy gun, so a heavy gunner build here. Under strength, we have Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, all maxed out. Good old lock and load, baby. What else a good one here? Bullet Shield. The one down here, 1 gun army under lock. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Very happy with these guys. Yeah, so there you guys go. Double score weekend. So we got one more day tomorrow, Monday, which is pretty awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew, Andrew Demon, Confoundedbridge, Wave Warner, John DJ59, Pricker Esque, Winter, Tony Watson, J Flow, Felix the Cat. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.